Just a few quick things that I wanted to share with you in regards to Dow Jones, aka US30. And as you guys know, later on today we have some fundamentals coming out. We have the ISM Services PMI in addition to the FOMC minutes release, right? And here we are on the H4 chart. And on the H4 chart, we can see that over the last couple of days and actually weeks, we have been having some not so good price action movements as the markets have been rather choppy. As you guys can see over here, we don't really have a proper price action movement over here. And what I expect to happen, guys, is that because we have, if I can just draw it, what seems to be a double top here, right? We have a lot of stop losses located here. In addition to that, the market had given us, if I can just draw it again, had given us this huge W structure, which means that again we have a lot of stop losses located here. To add to that, we had also had over here, right, an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which means we have again a lot of stop losses located here. And another point is that as much as we have this bigger W structure, we have another one over here, as you guys can see, which means that we have again a lot of stop losses located over here, right? So what am I saying, guys? What I'm saying is that due to the fact that we have a lot of money stuck at these points, right, chances are we're going to see the market actually move further up, probably to that point, to trigger all of those stop losses, in addition to probably this level as well, because remember we also have a double top here. And again, remember, whenever we have all of these patterns, what happens is, in the case of double tops like we have here, right, as well as here, is that people sell on the second leg of those structures and their stop losses are generally placed just above, right? So we have a lot of stop losses there. In addition to that, because we also have in the case of W structures like here, people bought at that point and they placed their stop losses here. The same applies to this particular inverted head and shoulders pattern, where a lot of people bought on the break of that area or that support level, right? They placed their stop losses here as well as here, right? So if I were to look at both areas, I would say that just based on these structures, we actually have a lot of money trapped here at this level, more than we do at that level as well as at that level, right? So as I said, it is quite possible that we may potentially see the market actually give us a stop hunt to the upside to trigger all of those stop losses, right? And then once that is done, the market may actually move further down to trigger all of these stop losses located here, right? I hope you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm saying. And guys, in conclusion, just to go back to the weekly chart, right, just bear with me. On the weekly chart, remember that let me just actually zoom out, or zoom in rather. On the weekly chart, remember that we still have this huge double top over here, and at the very least I still expect the market to move at least to around this level, right, to test the neckline of that structure. I hope you guys can see that. Let's head back to the H4 chart, right? I hope you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm referring to. And to add to this, guys, it may also be a good idea to not trade this particular index at all, right? And that is because it's very much choppy, because we have a lot of patterns, a lot of opposing patterns, right? Because as much as I'm saying that the market may actually head up to grab those liquidity areas and then move further down, remember that we also have, as I said, this huge, right, structure, which is a W structure, which has a neckline there, right? And we may see price actually continue to move further up, come down to the structure to test it, and at this level is where the market may continue to move further up again. Especially because if we were to go back to the weekly chart, remember again on the weekly chart, because we have this huge structure over here, remember that traders and investors actually sell at that point and they place their stop losses above, right? So we have a lot of money stuck here again, right? And it is possible that price may continue to move all the way up to that point to trigger all of those liquidity points, right? But again, just to go back to the H4 chart, myself personally, I will be looking for, if it does happen that price moves all the way to that point, I will be looking for potential sell opportunities at this level as well as at that level, right? Keeping in mind that we have fundamentals later again, As I said, we have the ISM Services PMI in addition to the FOMC minutes releases, right? And yeah, in conclusion, guys, if you think that it's too cheap to trade, I would say rather sit it out and don't trade at all.